Welcome back to this tutorial. Now we can simply test out what we've done so far, right? It always makes sense to test and see what we've done, right? So we'll take this default and set it here, and then we'll come and print out all the things that we've done so far. So we can say something like order, that's order. Then we have orders to be equals to orders, right? Then we have price to be equal to price. Then we have total price equals total price, like that. So now we can just not generating variance. So now we can run our entire flow. Select lunch. So if I go for the salad again, great. So you can see the salad for this, that's your order. Salad for this, that's your orders, because you've only done one order so far. And then you have your price, which is 3.5, which was extracted. And then you have your total price, which is 3.5 again, which, we got from the JavaScript. Now, so if we had multiple orders now, what you would have is that this orders here would have two values, and then this price here will be the latest price, and then this total price here will be the addition of all the prices for all the orders that you have made. Great. So we can just remove this now. There's no need for this anymore. Now we can simply ask for the user's name. Which name do they want to, make the order? We can then do this. We can say, just quickly write a message. So now let's type our message. So the message will be, under which name should I place the order? Right, so we can generate our variance as usual, 3, and then since we're listening for a name, we can just use the capture step, use that there, and then can create an entity. The entity can be username or customer or name, whatever it is you want to use, and then the data type is name. Right, so create the entity. Good. So now that we have created this entity, the next thing would be for us to basically show the user, okay, this is what you've ordered, right? Would you like to order more? Right, so that's the next thing we would like to do. But before we do that, so there's usually another issue that comes up when we're working with the pricing. So, but first of all, let me join these two together. Good. So now, when it comes to the pricing, right, I'm sure you noticed that the total price, when I printed out the output of this block here, we noticed that the total price had multiple zeros at the end instead of, so what we can do is that we can use another prompt step to basically correct that for us. So we can just drag the prompt step here, right, and then sorry, not the prompt step, it's the set step. Apologies for that. The set step. Right, so we're going to set with a prompt, right? So set with the prompt. We'll just create the prompt now. We can just say help change this value below to 2 decimal places. It is a price value. Right, so now we can just come here and put total price here. So that would help us resolve that. And then, oh yeah, I've then selected what variable it should be assigned to. It should be assigned to total price. Great. Now, yeah, let me also change this untitled prompt here to resolve price decimal place prompt. Okay, now that we've done that, the next thing would just be for us to then send that message to the user stating that, oh, this is their order so far. Right, so I can just put that underneath here and say, oh, come on. Let me reload again. Okay, so let's come here and write, great, you've ordered so far, let's say, so far you've ordered the following. Then you put orders here. Then you can then state your price like this, price dollar, and then total price. Great. Then you come here and say, would you like to order anything else? Right, so that's that about that. Now we can generate our variants. Great, so now that we've generated our variants, we are asking the user a question, which is, would they like to order anything else? Definitely the most logical thing to use here is the button, right, to be able to get either yes or no. So just come here and say the button yes, then add another, the button no. Right, then no match, again, I only understand yes or no. Please enter the required choice, I guess. So we can generate 3 variants there. Now, so there are 2 cases here, right? Which one is the path for yes, that is the user wants to order something new, and then there is the path for no, that is the user is done trying to order anything new. So in this case, we will start with the no path first, ensure that we build that path till the very end before we proceed to do anything with the yes path. So if the user says no, then it means you're done, right? So if you come here to orders, to the order sheet, you can see we've taken the name, we have the order, we have the price. Now all we need now is the time, and that is basically easy. We've already done something like that before, so we just need to come here and set. So we come here and set the value. So we set it to an expression, just like we did in the last tutorial. Then we can create a variable, make it order time stamp, create the variable. Good. So now the no path enters here. Now the next thing would be for us to send our order to the Google Sheet. So what we'll just simply do now is to get the API step quickly, and since we're writing to the sheet, we'll use a post request. Then the orders API link that we need is, okay, let me log in. Okay, so now we can open the details. So we can copy this link and then come and dump it here, Control V. Then we have the headers as usual, contents type, which is application/JSON, right? Then the body of the information sent is raw because it's going to be JSON. Now let me just quickly copy how this should look. So we can just come here and Control V here like this. So I need to remove this. I don't think it's his name. I think it's username we used. Yep, username. Then the order, we have orders. So it's orders we're going to use instead of order, right? Because you want to capture everything that the user ordered. Then price, what you want to use is total price. Then for timestamp, you want to use order timestamp, right? So that's that about that. And yeah, we can also enable the failure path here and basically complete our flow. So we just send the message in both directions, right? So this goes here, then this goes here. Then we can get our end step, drop it here, right? So this signifies the end of our flow. Okay, so now let's drop a couple of messages here. Say your order has been sent and is being prepared. Please wait a few minutes. Right, then we can generate some variants for this. Then we come here to this path and say we encountered an issue in submitting your order. Please order again. Right, now we generate variants again. Yep, and now we are good. We have successfully created the flow from one branch of the flow from beginning to the end. Now we need to configure for the yes path. But first things first, we will need to first test if this no path is even working fine. And notice I did not connect this, so let me do that now. So yeah, and we will test out this flow in the next video. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.